Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again! And we're here for the season finale of Death Battle. And Gogeta versus Vegito. I never thought I'd see my childhood fights like just come up and be seen and on the big screen or whatever screen you're watching this on. But damn it, I am all for it. I'm rooting for Gogeta, but again, Vegito may have slight advantages. He, like I said, he's more passive of a fighter. But as I said, I feel like Gogeta's biggest weakness is the 30-minute time displacement thing. So can he finish Vegito off within that amount of time? I mean, who the hell knows at this point? But we got to see which one it is. I want to talk about this for so much longer. I mean, again, I picked the physical fighter. I've seen what Gogeta has done and what little I've seen of Vegito, because I've only seen what was it? I only saw the Dragon Ball Z when he fought Majin Buu. I never saw that whole thing with that he apparently fought Goku Black or whatever, or Zamasu, whatever the heck his name was. And I saw he lost that fight. And I think that he might be that the more active fighter and the more versatile fighter may be the one who takes the cake. But again, Vegito has that advantage of being, not being able to separate. So who knows it's anybody's game at this point. Again, I'm rooting for Gogeta, but it's anybody's game at this point. So please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy yet nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and y'all, I could use y'all help. I see that a lot of you watching are not subscribed to the channel, and if you like the stuff, what are you waiting for? Just subscribe if you want to see more of my content. With that out of the way, let's get into the episode.
Last one! Man, these things are so easy to find nowadays.
Yes! Now, with this ultimate power, I can finally conquer the world!
Gogeta fight Vegito!
What?
Oh, come on! It's the ultimate Dragon Ball question! Which fusion of Goku and Vegeta is stronger? Gogeta, the combo greater than legends, or Vegito, the mix who surpassed gods?
Intriguing. They are in many ways identical, yet still quite different. Though in canon, they only have a collective total of 3 brief appearances. To truly determine who would win, let's examine all of their material.
Okay. So that's Z, GT, Super, movies, games, guidebooks, toys, Twitter, even all the crazy Xenoverse and hero stuff.
Hold on to your Dragon Balls.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Imagine, it's 1995 and you're at a movie theater in Japan. You're there to watch Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, and it's gonna be the most radical movie ever, dude. I mean, yeah, it was a little weird when Adolf showed up, but then it happened. Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the brink with only one option left. They merged into a single being of amazing power, Gogeta! And that would be the greatest thing 8-year-old you ever saw. Yep, you peaked at 8.
Fun fact, while Vegito had already debuted in the manga 2 months earlier, Gogeta was created first. After all, the movie had been in production throughout the previous year.
2 Saiyans, the proud son of royalty and the lower class champion becoming one epic powerhouse? This is the true potential of Goku and Vegeta. Easily a top 5 Dragon Ball moment. Hey, nothing beats the first time we saw Super Saiyan, but I think this comes close.
This method of fusion was taught to Goku by the Metamorans, a mysterious alien people who we never actually see.
But I'd guess they like wearing crop tops with inflatable shoulder pads. Anyway.
I always thought it was those aliens that taught him, that kept feeding him his spit. I mean, but I don't know. This whole time, I actually thought that that's where he'd learned it. But apparently, I think he learned it in Otherworld. And, wow.
When Goku taught this fabled technique to Goten and Trunks, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
This is the fusion dance. On top of an incredibly precise movement routine, this technique requires both parties to match power levels in order to fuse successfully. A literal personification of the phrase, only as strong as the weakest link.
It's pretty easy to screw up, trust me. But if you nail it, you're the baddest mother effer on the planet.
Though not part of mainline canon, Goku and Vegeta first used this to battle Janemba, a demon basically composed of essence of evil. Probably smells like cats. Gogeta defeated him in less than 2 minutes. 20 years later, Gogeta would become canon to conquer one of the most dangerous entities in the multiverse, Broly.
Obviously,
Favorite
Gogeta's
Dragon
super
Ball
powerful,
movie.
but I think his most underappreciated skill is how he comes up with awesome attack names.
Seriously.
Like the Big Bang Kamehameha, Stardust Fall, Meteor Explosion, and the ultimate villain killer, Stardust Breaker!
A fancy-looking attack that completely obliterates all traces of evil within a target.
Oh, it's my
That's how he
childhood.
took out Janemba in one shot. The guy was literally made of evil. Or cats.
Weirdly enough, this is similar to Devilman's Devilmight Beam, which causes the evil within a person to explode and...
Oh, you mean Spike? That guy's hilarious. Which obscure character are you gonna reference next? Icarus? Sour Man? General Rildo? Oh man, that guy's just one letter up from General Dill.
Over the years, Gogeta has achieved the empowered forms of Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan Blue, and even Super Saiyan 4 in his battle against Omega Shenron.
Super Saiyan 4 is a totally unique branch of transformation. Instead of using Divine Ki like Super Saiyan God, it taps further into Goku and Vegeta's Saiyan bloodline, giving them fuzzy red fur and teen goth eyeshadow.
Goku has also claimed this form increases a Saiyan's inherent aggression, though you wouldn't know it with Gogeta. He basically becomes Dragon Ball's Bugs Bunny, reveling and messing around with his foe any way he can.
Until the fusion runs out. That's right, the fusion dance has a time limit of 30 minutes. This can be reduced even more if Gogeta uses up a lot of energy. Against Omega Shenron in GT, he split apart after about 10 minutes.
Just more evidence that the amount of power Gogeta possesses is enormous. Even repeatedly striking Broly so hard that the boundaries between dimensions shattered like glass wasn't enough to burn through his time. Hell, he was only in Super Saiyan 1 when he did that. After going blue, Broly didn't stand a chance. Based on earlier in the film, Whis' reaction even implies that Gogeta could possibly take on Beerus.
In Dragon Ball Heroes, Gogeta continues to prove he's one of the multiverse's S-tier fighters. He even defeated the Crimson Masked Super Saiyan Rose Full Power Goku Black and Ultimate God Slayer Hearts the God Hater. You know, those guys.
And 2 Gogetas together could take on Fu.
Just Fu? After all that, he's just called Fu?
Dark King Fu, the artificial bio-android demon mutant. He has Saiyan, Namekian, Earthling, Majin, and Eternal Dragon DNA.
Is this fan fiction?
Hearts the Godbinder claimed Fu could become an entity akin to Zeno, that little blue baby who can erase a multiverse with a thought.
But these Gogetas achieved even stronger forms than before. One was in Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, the boosted form Vegeta achieved during the Tournament of Power. The other was Super Saiyan 4, but not just any Super Saiyan 4. He was Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker. I think my tongue is permanently twisted now.
These 2 forms fighting side by side implies that, at least in this iteration, both are similar if not equal in power.
Gogeta's so cool!
Dragon Ball Z
There are
Budokai
tons of people
3!
who think he'd win this matchup.
In Weekly Jump issue 28 from 1995, the fusion dance was stated to unify Goku and Vegeta's spirits and draw out their power to the max. As long as a fight with Vegito lasts less than 30 minutes, the magazine says Gogeta should win.
And then in the video game Raging Blast, there's a what-if scenario where Gogeta beats Vegito in a sparring session. But he was about to run out of energy, so maybe it could have gone either way.
Though with his power and skill, it's unlikely any opponent would push Gogeta to his limit. 2 of the greatest warriors in history merged together as one.
My
what more could you
favorite
want as a fan?
fusion.
What more could you fear as a foe?
It's the spring of 1995. A demonic menace
is
has threatened to
memorable, too.
consume the world in chaos.
Both of them.
Goku and Vegeta were pushed to the brink with only one option left: fusion! They used one of their most incredible techniques to become a merged being of unimaginable power. Does this sound familiar?
But there wasn't time to teach Vegeta an awkward dance routine he'd ultimately despise. Instead, they used the Patara.
Only the gods themselves could rock bling like this. That's right, the Potara earrings come from the Kais, the gods that supervise the universes.
By placing one earring on each person's opposite ear, the Potara forcibly fuses the two beings together, no power level matching required. In this case, Goku and Vegeta fuse to become Vegito.
Okay, seriously, Vegito? Couldn't they have a better name?
It's not that bad. And remember, Fusion Reborn started production well before Toriyama penned Vegito's first appearance.
So, Toei called dibs on the better name, huh? But still, shouldn't it be like Vegiko? Not like that's much better either. Why Vegito?
It makes more sense in Japanese. Vegito is formed from the first half of Vegeta and the latter half of Kakaroto. This is why Viz actually translated it to Vegerot.
Oh, that one sucks too.
Wow.
Okay, bored now. Let's talk about how he blows shit up real good.
Vegito has numerous techniques that are entirely his own, many of which are, fittingly, perfect combinations of Goku and Vegeta's signature moves, such as the Final Kamehameha, formed like Vegeta's Final Flash, but fired like Goku's Kamehameha wave. He's got a Spirit Sword, the Saiyan Shield, and the Banshee Blast. Which, no, it's not the ghost attack you're thinking of.
With Goku and Vegeta's powers combined, Majin Buu was no match. Super Vegito was so friggin' powerful that even being turned into candy didn't slow him down. It just made him delicious.
His level of power had transcended to such an impressive degree that he was capable of effectively ignoring having his matter entirely altered and his DNA eradicated. He continued on as the incredible fighting candy.
No mouth, no brains, no organs of any kind, and he still kept slapping around that big pink ass.
Phrasing. Presumably, this is similar to how Vegeta overpowered Babidi's mind control, or how Goku broke through Hit's time skip with Kaioken. A greater power level can overrule basically anything a weaker one does. Though, to be fair, the Super Candy is a pretty extreme example.
But Vegito's a pretty extreme guy, even for the Dragon Ball multiverse. He later got that godly blue hairspray and beat the crap out of merged Zamasu, a double deity. Like a fusion dick measuring contest, but not at all close.
Though similar to his dancing counterpart, Vegeta...
Contest, but not at all close.
Though similar to his dancing counterpart, Vegito's time ran out after he overtaxed himself.
Which was kinda weird.
What?
Back in the day, they said these Potara fusions were permanent. Turns out it's only permanent for Supreme Kais. Vegito's form can last up to 1 hour before splitting apart, but can be shortened severely if he goes full tilt. In the monk.
Wow, that makes everything. Now Gogeta's gotta win. They're on the same playing field now. That's crazy. I had no idea there was a time limit. I think it's because Toriyama wrote himself into a corner. Because in my mind, I always thought it was that the fact that Majin Buu had swallowed Vegito and his magic interfered with the magic of the Potara earrings and separated the two. That's what I always thought. I mean, I guess in retrospect it doesn't make that much sense, but I don't know. It makes more sense. I mean, whatever. I guess that's why I'm not a manga writer.
Vegito formed after Zamasu fused and split apart when they expected fused Zamasu to have 20 minutes left, meaning he cut his time down to 40 minutes at most, though in the anime it was way less since he tried to quickly overpower Zamasu with a single attack.
The Potara have their own set of rules. Unlike the fusion dance, this form is maintained by the power of the earrings, not the fusions themselves. As such, destroying the earrings ends the fusion.
And if you slap the Potara on while in a Super Saiyan form, you can't power down while fused. So if Goku and Vegeta aren't careful, they can find themselves draining power when they don't need to. But surprise, Vegito's got into his own Super Dragon Ball Hero shenanigans, and he's got the full power Red Fur 2. Look, Wiz, I think I'm having deja vu.
Aside from Fu, he's battled heavy-hitting threats to the multiverse like Cumber and Mechikabura.
And just like with Gogeta, there's plenty of people who think Vegeta would win this fight.
Daizenshus 4 and 7, basically two Dragon Ball encyclopedias, claim that the Potara fusion is superior to the fusion dance.
Old Kai said this too, that the Potara provide a greater effect.
Though they both may be referring to what was believed at the time to be a permanent fusion. Not having to worry about overspending your time limit would certainly be a greater effect if it were true.
But hey, there's nothing that can get in the way of Vegito's awesome power. Gods and demons alike are no match. When there's no one strong enough to save the day, then perhaps two will do.
Alright, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Hear my wish, Eternal Dragon. It's time for a death battle!
Woo!
taller than you?
Stuff it, Kakarot!
Come on, Gogeta, don't let him win.
Not bad! Wanna kick it up a notch? Sure! But how about some variety?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure it's the same course or not. Oh my god.
My turn!
Yes, it is in 3D! Okay, good. See? That's what I was saying. Oh, come on, Gogeta.
Gotcha!
Guess it's now or never.
Come on! I think, yeah. Yeah. Fuck. No! No! No!
Oh man, that was epic! Totally worth the wish! Oh, I guess we probably could have solved a lot of world problems with that.
I suppose world domination can wait another year. This fight was incredibly close. Nope, seriously, how could it not be? They're almost exactly the same person.
With a few minor differences here and there, like signature attacks. Neither Vegito nor Gogeta had one single power that provided an absolute edge over the other.
Except perhaps Vegito's longer time limit, though it's not so clear-cut. Both have overtaxed their energy quick enough to end their fusions in less than 10 minutes. Time isn't the only factor, but also whatever is maintaining each fusion. Gogeta's body and Vegito's earrings. It's possible Vegito's power can actually drain the Potara faster than Gogeta's does his own body.
Still, it's twice the time, and that definitely gave Vegito more flexibility and strategy. So more often than not, it's safe to say Gogeta would run out of juice first.
Also, when Vegito or Gogeta defuse from power overuse, it's typically difficult for them to immediately fuse again due to that lack of energy.
But Vegito had another one over Gogeta. No matter what, he'd always have a very slight power advantage. Remember how the fusion dance requires the fusers to match their power levels? Well, the Potara don't need that.
Goku doesn't need to match Vegito's slightly lower power levels, so there's nothing stopping Vegito from combining the full sum of their parts.
Ah, poor Vegeta. You'll get your day in the sun one day, buddy.
He's had his
Oh,
days.
who am I kidding?
This might be what Old Kai was referring to when he said the Potara had a greater effect.
But hey, could Gogeta have destroyed the earrings? Nope! He would have had to be able to overpower Vegito first, like how Goku could only destroy Kefla's earrings after he reached Ultra Instinct.
Remember, when comparing levels of power in Dragon Ball, the greater one can overrule almost anything the weaker one does. The earrings likely tend to be protected by the user's ki aura, similar to their clothing.
The only time we've ever seen Potara damaged or specifically targeted are when the wearer is overwhelmed or in a vulnerable state. If any stray ki blast could destroy them, we'd have a lot more broken earrings by now.
Lastly, there's some debate over their personalities. In their first appearances, Vegito seemed rather cocky and playful against Boo, whereas Gogeta was far more deliberate against Janemba, and thus far more successful. However, these are not core personality traits, and assuming so would be inconsistent with Vegito's serious fight with Zamasu and Gogeta's more brash fights with Broly and Omega Shenron. Context is key. As far as personality and mental ability goes, Gogeta and Vegito are practically identical. In the end, Vegito's higher power level, no matter how slight it was, made a big difference in protecting and maintaining his longer, more flexible time limits.
Gogeta was gonna need meta more than that to beat Vegito. Sorry, Wiz, I know that pun was potarible.
Wait, shut up. Earth's Dragon Balls give 2 wishes, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Shenron, I wish for you to fuse me and Wiz. The winner is Vegito.
What?
And give it a shot. Also, Season 10 of Death Battle is coming soon, including 2 matchups chosen by our champions. Let's see what you picked.
Really? Alright, reverse Discord in. Okay. What are they gonna do? They're gonna do a double one? Because man, I'll be all for that, but I don't know the other two. I've never played what is that game? Instinct? I don't know. It was like some X-Men ripoff. I don't know. But the other ironically, I know what My Little Pony is. Friggin' Discord. I don't think Discord has a chance against. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Discord has a chance against Bill Cipher. But then again, he was also against Magical Ponies, and Bill Cipher is just up against the kids from Gravity Falls. So I mean, hey, it could be anybody's match. I'm looking forward to that match. I love Gravity Falls, and I'll admit I watched some My Little Pony. Yes, I wasn't a brony. I was just brony curious. Yeah, that I looked at the show. Some of it was actually kind of cool, like the thing T-Rex that came in. He came in and he started beating the crap out of Twilight, and I was like, Dragon Ball Z with ponies. I'm not complaining. But yeah, that fight was amazing. I was on the edge of my seat, man. And I think I was finally right. You know, I mean, I kind of knew. I remember, like, way back when that Superman was going to win that fight against Goku, the first one. And I was like, oh, no. Because this is what Dragon Ball fans will never understand. It's the fact that Superman has an external power source and Goku does not. And the fact that he could breathe in space. The fact that he didn't just bring him up into space. Yeah, it's curtains for Goku, and but you know, DB fans will never understand, and for that I will never understand why. Superman has more respect. Without Superman, there would be no Goku. But anyway, I was so sad that that Gogeta lost, because I was going through that whole thing and I'm like, stop making me think he's gonna win. And I'm like, no, I still stuck by Gogeta the whole time, and now I was finally wrong. So look at that. At the season finale, I'm finally wrong about a prediction. So cheers. I wish I had a drink. But man, that was a great fight. I can't wait to watch that over and over and over and over again. And yeah, it just went nuts. I kind of agree with what he said, actually, but I because now that he kind of broke it down a little bit, yeah, it does make a lot of sense. But again, there's a lot of stuff that I have not witnessed for myself. I didn't even know anything about the damn these crazy ass whatever games, the fan fiction games. What the hell is this stuff? I gotta check it out because it sounds pretty damn cool. because I had almost no idea what the hell was going on in that Trunks fight. But, lo and behold, that still ended up being a great fight, too. And poor Trunks, man. He got his ass kicked by a hedgehog. His father would be like, "Boy, how could you not beat a furry little hedgehog?" it'll be... It is like, "Do I hear 5?" But yeah, anyway. Yeah, great fight. Loved the battle, and can't wait to see the next season. I know Death Battle's been on the roll. Speaking of which, I will be doing some death battles that I have not done, and in a new style. I'll be shooting it in a different take, and hopefully I'll be able to, make you guys a little bit happier with the results. But with that being said, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I could use y'all help. With that out of the way, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Woo!